Hello and welcome back to my desk. This little series, A Week at My Desk, is sort of a desk vlog where I turn on the camera and film little clips throughout the week of me journaling. It's like a little casual chat journal with me / update hybrid. Usually I put little updates about my journal system or things I'm thinking about in these videos that usually wouldn't make it into a larger video. So this morning I am going to be doing my daily morning prompts, and last night I was too exhausted to fill in my 5-year, so I'm going to be doing that as well. That's something that I'm working on when it comes to my journaling, is giving myself the benefit of the doubt and just picking back up where I left off instead of sort of ruminating on how I didn't do something and sort of letting that be really heavy. I have my little printable here with my morning and evening prompts that I use. I just keep it tucked into my A5 Leuchtturm 1917 so that it's always here and ready for me. I wanted to paste it in somewhere, but then I immediately lose what page it's on, so it's just better to use it as like a little bookmark. I have my TWSBI Eco here in the white rose gold, and I'm using Tumbling Time Blue inside from Ferris Wheel Press. I recently filled my inks or filled my pens rather, and I used almost exclusively greens and blues, so that is the kind of mood I'm in, especially for January. Today is Wednesday the 22nd. We've been having a extreme cold weather warning here in Toronto. Yesterday in some parts it got to negative 32 degrees Celsius, so I believe that's 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It is just so extremely blisteringly cold outside, so I'm very glad that I'm inside and keeping cozy. So the prompts that I use in the morning are one thing I'm looking forward to today, what my intention is for today, what are the 3 things that I'm grateful for this morning, what is one small action I can take today to feel productive or happy, and then I added one here, what is your plan for the day? Just because a lot of the time, especially working like a corporate 9 to 5, I'm so focused on my work and getting my work done that when it hits 5, I realize I have a whole evening that I can use to do fun stuff, but then my brain is usually too tired to think of things and plan it, so it's better to do it in the morning. All right, that didn't take very long. I'm excited because today we're looking at wedding bands for our upcoming wedding. So always a good time to go look at some sparkly rings. But this takes me about 5 minutes, not even, to fill. And it's a nice way to start the day, especially with some gratefulness and things that I'm looking forward to. When I have extra time or extra things on my mind, I will go ahead and do some stream of consciousness journaling as well in this journal, but this morning I am a little bit short on time, so I will be moving into my 5-year. Usually I would fill this in the evening, but last night I didn't get to it, so it's been a couple of days since I've been able to do it. I always start with the day of the week because I feel like it's giving me a lot of good context on where I was on the day the last couple of years that I've filled it in. Today is the 22nd, so yesterday was 21st, which means it was a Tuesday yesterday. It's really sweet to read back the entries from last year. Yesterday, on a Sunday, the 21st of 2024, we met our friend's baby for the first time, and we also told our friends that we were engaged. So it was a big day. The year before, it was a Saturday, and it was Lunar New Year's Eve, and we went grocery shopping. We went on a walk around Queen Street here in downtown, and we went to a Chinese banquet hall for the Lunar New Year's Eve dinner and helped make the traditional candy tray with Elijah's parents. So that's also a very special memory. So the 21st, I guess, in the past has been a big day. Yesterday for me, it was kind of business as usual because I had to go into work, but because they were 2 weekend days, I think they were pretty special back to back. As you can see, I did not keep up with filling things in for 2024 very much, but that is totally fine. It was very, very busy last year, and I'm just going to give myself the grace and the understanding to know that it doesn't always work out, but I'm back in this journal and I'm committed to filling it in for the next 3 years. So at least 2024 will hopefully be the only empty areas. And at the very least, I can always go back into my photos and into my calendar for the previous years and see if there's anything that I missed. Also, my undyed leather cover is tanning very, very slowly. Kind of like me, I don't really tan. So it takes me a long time to tan. That's it for Wednesday, the 22nd. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning. I have some Earl Grey tea in a Christmas-themed mug. My nails are painted electrifying blue-purple, and I'm ready to journal this morning. In related stationery news, before journaling, our wedding invitations came in. We had them printed with matching envelopes, which I think are just so beautiful, and most of the addresses were also printed on the front. This is obviously a blank one, so it was a very nice touch. On the back as well, we have our return address, which I've covered with washi tape here, which is also very nice because then we don't have to get separate address labels or write them out. And the wedding invite, which I won't show you the whole thing of, is this beautiful blue with the same sort of floral pattern along both sides. And there is a little bit of silver foiling too for our names, which I am very excited about. I think it's such a pretty touch. So with this piece of stationery, I need to find a way to keep it and archive it and make it just stay pristine forever. Obviously, my first choice is always to put it into a journal. However, it doesn't really fit right now in my B6. It's almost the exact size as my B6 Plus right now. And I'm not going to just put it in my morning journal, so I'll have to figure out something else, but I'm just so in love with it. I think it's so pretty, and it matches the spring floral theme of the wedding. So I'll be writing about this today, even though I don't know where I'm going to store it for the time being. I have my B6 Plus here, but I'm not going to be journaling in that this morning. And I have been slacking a little bit. Yesterday I didn't do morning journaling. I woke up too late and then went into an all-day meeting. It was literally from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., which it was good because it needed to happen and it was a great collaboration, but man, being in a meeting for that long is really not ideal. So I'm going to just do my morning spread on this side. Actually, I didn't do my evening spread yesterday either, so I skipped right over Friday. Whoops. Where is my daily prompts thingy? I don't know where it went. I must have put it somewhere else. Well, I know them pretty much off by heart now. I can just look at a previous entry and guess. So the first prompt is one thing I'm looking forward to today. Since Lunar New Year is next week, there is this really cute market event that's going on that I'm going to with Elijah and his family today. There's going to be Chinese lion dancers and hand-painted calligraphy blessings for the new year, and some stationery stores that are having booths there, namely Paper Plus Cloth, which is how I found out about it, and some other snacks and vendors and things like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been before, but that is my thing that I'm looking forward to for today. Then my intention for today, which is to slow down and enjoy the moment. Sometimes our weekends are very packed and then they're over super quickly, so I'd like to enjoy them a little bit more. 3 things I'm grateful for. For the 3 things I'm grateful for, I usually write down the first 3 things that come to my mind, and I try to think about things that are within my immediate vicinity or happened within the last 24 hours-ish, to keep it pretty grounded. Otherwise, I'll just keep saying the same things over again, which is good to be grateful for things, but there are so many little things to be grateful for too. So I have my YouTube channel, which I probably write down at least once a week, my washing machine and dryer, because I love having a machine to wash and dry my clothes. It's pretty sweet. And then my Mooncat nail polish, because I get so much joy out of trying out new nail polish, painting my nails every week. And every time I look down at my hands when I'm typing or when I'm writing or doing my other crafts, I'm like, wow, those look pretty good. So that's why I have that one. 4th one small action I can take to be productive or happy. I tend to get easily distracted and end up doing 5,000 things before I remember to have lunch. So I need to make sure that I'm well fed and hydrated also. It is so dry in our condo in the winter especially, and I am naturally also a very dry person, I guess. So I need a lot of hydration throughout the day, and it's always good to remind myself to make that somewhat of a priority. And then my plan for today. I think today will be a day off of wedding planning. I like to go down the list and at least do 1 or 2 things each evening if I can, to kind of have that forward momentum. We're pretty good in terms of being like really ahead of schedule. I mean, we're sending out invites in January and our wedding is late April. So I am very adamant about getting things done early because I don't need any extra stress. So I'm giving myself the permission today to take the day off of doing some wedding planning stuff, because we'll be doing some Lunar New Year celebrations, dinner, the market. I need time to clean, things like that. What I should have wrote down is that I'm grateful for Elijah going grocery shopping for us so that I can stay home and film a video and also clean and do our other chores. So I didn't do this yesterday, and then obviously I'm not going to write it out today. So I will fill in yesterday's. And here is where I kind of fell off for 2024. So I'm thinking, the last few days weren't filled. Oh, I missed the 12th by accident. Oh, okay. Well, might have to go back and do that. Oh, wait. There's more that I missed. Whoops. Okay. I might have to go back and fill in a few days, but I can at least do yesterday's. Yesterday I posted my first blog post slash newsletter on my Substack by the same name as my YouTube channel. It's pretty exciting. It's a companion to my 2025 journal system video that was just posted and received quite the excitement, which I wasn't sure. Sometimes system videos are pretty slow to gain hold, and sometimes they just take off. But this one, I'm glad that people really enjoy seeing what I'm using for the year. And now I have a blog post on Substack to match it. So if you like the idea of getting newsletters or reading some blog posts on my Substack, it's notablyemily.substack.com. I'll leave a link in the description next to my Instagram handle, things like that. And I'll be writing on there from time to time. Pretty excited about that. So I think I will stop here for today because I don't want to fill this in right now. But now that I know that it's there, I will have to come back to it. This channel hit 2 years of being in existence recently, and I started it in 2023 at the same time that I started this 5-year journal. So as I'm going through my entries, and because I didn't read them last year because I wasn't filling it in, I'm reading my entries from 2023 for the first time. And a few days ago, I wrote about how my first ever video hit almost 200 views, and that is really exciting to me. And it's so cute to see like how much it means to me still and how excited I still get, but how much I've gotten used to the differences in numbers. And yesterday, when I was filling in my entry, 2 years ago on that day, I had over 100 subscribers, and I remember vividly screenshotting that and sending it to my friends, my family, and just being in such disbelief because I started this channel thinking nobody would really care and that I would basically just be posting and not getting any views, and I was totally fine with that because it was something I was trying out. But it turned out that I was getting a lot more interest than I initially thought. I definitely chalk that up to both Job from Job's Journal, one of the OG journalers here on YouTube, sharing my channel and sharing my first video and asking people to check it out. I think that gave it a really huge bump, especially for my very first video, and also for other people who came over from Instagram and checked it out too. It's just been so fun, and it's so funny to see the difference. And today, if I only got 100 views on something, I think I'd be really sad because of my threshold being raised every time I post. And a typical, good performing video for me, of course, is no longer 100 views. But I thought that was really fun. And I'm sure I don't want to skip ahead and like spoil the surprise for myself as if I don't know what happened. But I know that that video ended up getting over 3,000 views in the first year, I believe. I will link it up above down below so you can see it. I thought I would share that, but I'm keeping up with this so far. This morning, I wanted to do my morning journaling, but also I wanted to do a little bit of pasting into my everything journal. I like to keep ephemera and fun things from places that I go. As we all know, if you're a journaler and you do the same, you know what it's like. It's really funny because now my friends and family know to look for those things for me, and it's really cute. They'll like save things for me, or they'll point out some really good ephemera, or they'll say ephemera, and be silly. But I went to this amazing Lunar New Year market on the weekend with my in-laws. I will insert some clips so that you can see.
There you go.
it was so well done and so beautifully decorated, and it was just so much fun. And so I kept some of the business cards that I got. This one is a zodiac story, or like the story of the different animals and how they became in that order according to the zodiac, and the bookmark is really cute. I kept this business card from a small business called Rue Canada at ruemoon.ca, and I am so excited because I bought 2 things from their shop. I saw them online and I immediately knew I needed something from there, and I used last year's red pocket money to buy this year's fun things, so it's a really fun full circle moment. I got this beautiful linen hand embroidered hair bow. I'm so in love with it. The embroidery is just so beautiful, and I'm so happy that I was able to pick it up. I also got a hand embroidered tote bag from the same person, and just look at that and how beautiful it is. Oh, I love it so much. I'm so excited. It was so hard to choose what to buy. I think I looked at and touched everything that they had at their booth because it was so hard to choose. I loved the tote bags, especially when I saw them online, and I've been wanting a really cute hair bow for a while, so I thought those would be some really good options. But I'm just so obsessed with the colors and the hand embroidery, and the shopkeeper was really nice. So highly, highly, highly recommend you check them out if you're into something like this. I think if she made hand embroidered journal covers, she would probably make a lot of money. Or at least I would get some zipper pouches, or, you know, a little journal tote like the shallow ones that people were using for a while. Anyway, I also got a couple of things from Paper Plus Cloth because they were in a booth there too, and that's how I found out about it actually. I am a lover of their weekly newsletter, and they mentioned they were going to be at this event, so I went and I bought these beautiful gilded Japanese postcards, and they're from Cozy products. I thought they were so beautiful, and I'm going to be sending this one to Nicole from Paper Game. I saw it and I thought of her immediately, and I'll be sending it to her soon. And this one, I felt like it was so beautiful it could actually just be a print that I hang up. I don't think I could part with it, especially because the little kitty with a little petal on his head, or little leaf. I thought it was so cute. So good haul at the market, and I want to paste in some of these guys in here. I like this one because it has the Hey Fun Market logo on it. That was the name of the market, and I wanted to remember it. This is also really great for when people inevitably ask you where you got something, and if you don't remember, you can always flip back and see. Thankfully, Rue Moon has her own tags in both the hair bow and the tote bag, and they look pretty professional too, especially the tote bag. So I won't forget that one, but at least I can paste it in and keep it. I just realized I didn't have any washi tape nearby, which would be helpful for taping things into my journal. Sometimes a really simple washi tape job is really all you need. Do these actually fit? I'll make them fit. This is some cat-themed washi tape I got at a temple in Japan when we were there a year and a bit ago. That trip is still waiting for a travel journal to be made, and it is on my list. Okay, so super cute. Maybe I'll print out a photo or two from when we went, but if not, there we go. It's good to do this right after you go too, so you don't forget about it, and these beautiful business cards don't get lost.